Yo, what's good, everybody? We got another Beers with Barton. It is Friday. It's about 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And, boy, wasn't last night fun. NFL draft. I know probably a lot of people like myself. Really looking forward to it. I had a great time. Enjoyed the Niners picks. Got a defensive tackle to replace Buckner, who we traded, and then got a wide receiver. So, the draft's back on tonight, rounds 2 and 3. Unfortunately, the Niners do not have a pick in the second, third, or fourth round. They momentarily added a fourth round pick with a trade yesterday with the Bucks, and then took that and traded it to move up 6 picks in the first round to get the wide receiver. So, welcome to the Niners, Devon Kinlaw, defensive tackle, South Carolina, and Brandon Ayuk, wide receiver, Arizona State. I knew nothing about him. Obviously, it's Pac-12 West Coast. Don't watch a lot of their games. But my buddy, Bill's Mafia homie, Jason Romanishin, went to ASU and said he's a gamer, man. He'll get in there. He'll make catches when the game's on the line. Can disappear from time to time. Big game down to small game. But at the end of the day, I guess anyone can do that. So excited about it. Unless there's some trades, Niners will not have a pick until tomorrow around 5, 6, and 7. And I don't know. They don't have a lot of holes, I don't think. I mean, they basically have the same team as last year. They just lost Buckner, but replaced him in theory with a starter and added a wide receiver. And they were 8-0 before we got Emmanuel Sanders. So although we need weapons big time, hopefully this guy can get in. But yeah, looking forward to the draft. Another exciting thing is had a virtual happy hour. It was about 23 people out of 35 for an hour. So it's a little interesting. Everyone kind of talks at once and you don't know what to say. People are on mute, people in New York and some here in Charlotte. But kind of cool idea, I guess, trying to get people to see each other since we're not in the office. Obviously, the shelter in place has been extended till May 8th here, which is about another week anyway. But schools are officially canceled here, so they were thinking May 15th and virtual all the way to the end. So K through 5 won't get a grade basically where they're at on March 13th, try to get them through. But unless they have major problems, they pass. So I'm not too concerned. Obviously with Michaela, she's doing great. I think middle school is going to get the grade they had of March 13th. And then if they need something, I don't know. It's high school where it gets a little tricky. But we'll see if these, what happens if, we slowly start opening some places. The governor, Cooper, said there'll be some phased approaches. So kind of like what it is today, but maybe a little more things. And then phase 2 would be where you can have small gatherings and, stores could open back up, like clothing stores and stuff. And I think phase 3 would be obviously like hair salons and nail salons, barbers, that kind of stuff when people are real close and sporting events. So we'll see how that goes. But again, NFL draft, round 2 and 3 tonight. And I'm still a little full from the 2 beers I had at the happy hour, so I had to pace myself since it's with work people and not chug as I typically tend to do. So I did about a beer and a half in an hour, so I was pretty proud of myself. A pint and a half, some good beer, some citraquential from Heist. Anyways, tonight we're gonna do Heist. It's the Party Brigade, yeah. It's a 7.1. Drinks like a 7.0. The last very exciting thing is the root beer queen. I've talked her into watching The Lord of the Rings with me, so we're going to start that tonight. Obviously a little dark, but she's watched Pirates of the Caribbean. She's watched some other PG-13 movies. I can't think of any other examples at the time. I mean, not Hunger Games or anything like that, but obviously I explained to her kind of the realm and what it is. I don't even know if she finds it interesting. Jessica has yet to sit down and watch any of them with me all the way through, but I think it's the greatest trilogy of all time to me personally because I love that stuff. And then if she likes it, we'll watch The Hobbit too. Those to me is not as good as The Lord of the Rings, but we're going to watch that tonight. It's movie night. It's Friday night. It's typically what we do on a Friday night here, and we'll just hang out. Michaela and Jess are jumping on the trampoline right now, getting out some wiggles. And, NFL draft, guys, was so much fun. It was amazing. Like I said, we did that game. My buddy Jason and I blindly hit 3 picks in the 20s. I think 24, 26, and 28, or 25, 26, and 28. Just crazy. I think the first 6 picks we both got right. They're actually no trades. First time since 2015, not one pick within the top 10 was traded. So I don't know if it's because what's going on now and people can't scout as much or talk to people as much in person or work people out, or maybe everyone just had their pick. So, all right, guys, hope everyone's having a good Friday. Hope everyone's got something fun planned for the weekend. No, we can't do much. Do some yard work. I'm going to go pick up some beers, maybe have some social distancing in the driveway, watch some movies, clean the house, take the dog for a walk, just try to see what happens in the next couple weeks or so as far as slowly reopening stuff. Obviously, stay safe. So, all right, guys, Beers with Barton, NFL Draft recap. Overall, pretty happy with what the Niners did. I think most teams got some pretty good players. CeeDee Lamb, the wide receiver out of Oklahoma, I really wanted him on the Niners, and he was there at 14 when they decided to pick Devin Kinlaw from South Carolina, which I love that pick too. That dude's an animal, but he ends up at the Dallas Cowboys. So, fortunately, his career will be ruined because the Cowboys, that's what they do. They just ruin good players. So, sorry, CD. He could have been with a winner, but now you're stuck with the boys. So, all right, guys. Friday. Cheers. Oh, good beer. Again, support local and small. Picked this up on Wednesday. They're open 11 to 7 on North Davidson Street. And they actually closed their restaurant about a month and a half ago, or about a month now with all this stuff. But they just reopened for food to go. And Heist actually has some phenomenal food. It's very rare you get really good food and really good beer. They've got both. To me, Heist is my third favorite brewery out here, beyond High Branch and Concord and Resident Culture and Plaza Midwood. Not necessarily in that order. I think both Resident Culture and High Branch are about the same. I'm a little biased towards High Branch, but I think Resident Culture has some beers that are just out of this world. But Heist is phenomenal. Just all their beers, are just really, really good beers. The Party Brigade. I mean, you can't go wrong for $15 a 4-pack, $16. So, all right, guys, have a good Friday. Enjoy the NFL draft. Again, it'll be on in about, 45 minutes. I'll definitely be watching it some, but not as closely because the Niners don't have any picks. But looking forward to watching the Lord of the Rings with Michaela. I'm very excited about that. So, cheers. Until next time, deuces.